Parts of southwestern Nebraska hit hard by severe weather. Channel 8's Rod Fowler reports on the areas most impacted.
Morgan sending in some pretty cool videos from the McCook area. You can see the dark clouds swirling as it starts to rain. And then hail can be seen pelting trees, cars, and basically anything else in its way. And the system just stayed in the same area for quite a while. And you can see evidence of that here. It looks like they got some snow. The front yard pretty well covered with hailstones. And finally, you can see what the storm left behind. Broken limbs, and in some areas, some shattered windshields. If you have any videos you'd like to share, make sure you scan the QR code on your screen to download our Now Local News app.
Thank you very much, Rod. Yeah, more incredible video here of massive flooding. Here's some of that video from McCook News Now. You can see this neighborhood practically getting turned into a river. This video taken at Barnett Park, which is now closed due to that flooding.
Now, your Storm Alert Team Forecast with meteorologist Jessica Blum.
It's impressive to see what McCook had to go through with some of those storms yesterday evening. Worth it for me to bring you closer to some of the action. We're talking storm reports over the past 24 hours. You'll see there are only a few in eastern Nebraska. In fact, those were only up to penny size. We're going to work our way west and then down towards southwest Nebraska because you can see a lot of action happen that way. In central Nebraska yesterday evening, also as we're working our way west, we're working our way back in time, but hail was up to an inch in the Shelton area. Wind gusts were up to 63 miles an hour in the Hastings area, but then working our way into southwestern Nebraska, really just over McCook, there were 22 reports coming in, most of those being hail, even a couple reports of funnel clouds, and really that all coming from the same stationary storm that was in the area for a little under 4 hours time. Again, hail was up to 3 inches in diameter coming out of these reports. That would be the size of a large apple or a teacup. That is bigger than tennis and baseball size hail, and we had 2 reports of funnel clouds as that storm was hooking a little bit. But here's a look at some of those hail reports. In terms of detail, it was the southwest side of town, it was the west side of town, the northwest side of town. Really all of McCook was seeing very, very large hail. So you're seeing 5 reports of 3-inch hail, if not bigger than that. And then we did have a report of baseball size hail down toward McCook on the 5 miles west out of town. But here's some pictures to also bring you closer to the action. Look at the size and diameter. On the left side of your screen there you have a measurement stick to show you that these were 2 inches or so, if not a little bigger in diameter. You can also see the clumping to some of these hailstones. That speaks to the intensity of the updrafts in some of these thunderstorms. They're being lofted for longer times, and then they're kind of melding together some of the smaller hailstones. So impressive storm in McCook from yesterday, and it took a while for a lot of that rain to make it to the capital city this morning, but we did